Hello guys, in this video I'm going to talk about one of the movie that was released recently. The movie is Atrangi Re. Uh, this movie stars Sara Ali Khan, Dhanush and Akshay Kumar as lead roles, and it was released in both Tamil and Hindi languages recently. I'm not going to tell the story of this movie to you because it may spoil some important moments in the movie. So I'm just going to tell how this movie is without spoiling much content of the movie. So let's go to the video straightly. When you watch this movie, you may feel like this story seems to be interesting from the beginning to the end, and it is definitely the story of the movie is engaging. And at the end, one question may rise in your mind. Actually, this question came to my mind after watching this movie: is this movie very good, or average, or bad? And I came to the decision like actually this movie is good because of so many elements. The story is good. It possesses so many comedy moments and romantic moments like that. And rather than that, the songs in the movie is also good. For example, "Love Me Little Little." That song is definitely one of the best song in the movie. And rather than that, the acting, Sara Ali Khan, Dhanush, and Akshay Kumar, all of them gave their maximum performance in the movie. That is the one of the plus point of this movie. And story also seems to be a little bit okay from the beginning to the end. But only problem with the story is at some moments you may feel like, is this really possible like that? For example, some logic things, you may feel like, is this can this happen in the real world like that? For example, I definitely got this moment, this question in this particular part. How can they that let the girl to stay in the boys hostel like that? That is one of the question I came to my mind. And rather than that, I also feel like in some moments how they convinced other people to behave according to her like that. Logic mistake is one of the negative point in the movie, but who cares about logic? You are just watching movies for entertainment, so we can omit those logic mistakes and don't think seriously, is this possible or not like that. Just enjoy the movie, and you will definitely enjoy the movie from the beginning to the end. The comedy is the one of the best thing in the movie, and as I mentioned earlier, romantic scenes also seems to be working in the movie. So many moments at Danush and Sara Ali Khan's characters has so many romantic moments in the movie, and the climax also you will feel some but emotion in your heart like that. That climax is definitely emotion, and for these things you can definitely watch this movie in OTT platforms during Christmas. For Christmas Eve, this movie will be definitely a perfect choice for to enjoy your time with your family like that. And at last, I'm going to speak something, one of the major thing about movie. So it is not going to spoil much of the story of the movie. So I am just going to talk about that thing. Actually, I'm just going to talk about an imaginary friend like that. You may feel like imaginary friend is this a disease or like that. Actually, it is not a disease. Actually, we may develop someone, some friend or an imaginary character during our childhood. If you are especially a lonely, or if you are a lonely child like that, you will definitely create something in your mind like that brain to share what you think, what you enjoy with him or her like that. That imaginary friend. So they use that concept in this movie, and they have pretty much give a convincing story using that concept, and it is one of the enjoyable thing. Actually, in your childhood also you may have an imaginary friend to share your feelings like that. Actually, I'm not going to lie. During my early childhood, I actually had an imaginary friend. So like that, you may have an imaginary friend or may not. It is not up to you. So if you have an imaginary friend in your childhood, just comment it in the comment section. Let's see who had the imaginary friend and who didn't have those things like that. So as a conclusion, I'm just going to say this movie is actually a pretty good movie according to my opinion, and you can give it a try if you want to spend your time by watching something comedy and romantic like that, rom-com movies, similar to the rom-com movies. So watch this movie and give your opinions if you watch this movie in the comment section as well. Bye bye, guys, and see you in another video.